completely blank. So, good evening and welcome to our first annual dinner and barn dance fundraiser. We're still looking for a catchy name, so for our event, this is going to be an annual event, I think. So if anybody has any ideas, please let me know. Anyone who has ever put on an event like this knows that it starts with a little bit of faith and the question, if we build it, will they come? Well, today I can say the answer is a resounding yes. And thank you all for coming. There's a lot of people to thank, so give me a minute. I want to start with Mike Valancourt. Where'd you go, Mike? He escaped. Oh, he's back there. Mike, thank you. I want to start by thanking you. We've discussed doing an event like this several times over the years, but we just never thought we had the manpower to pull it all together. And so Mike brought it up at a board meeting last fall and said, why don't we do this? And I said, well, the reason we haven't done one is because we don't have an event coordinator. And he said, well, I can be him.
Am I out of your way?
Yeah. So, huh?
I own a mic, that's the only reason.
Well, thank you, Mike. Mike has done an amazing job chairing this entire event, and I just wanted to give a special shout out to him because he really orchestrated everything we have tonight. But Mike did not do it alone. I want to also thank his event coordinating committee, which is Penny, who made all of our centerpieces with the help of Linda. We have Mona and Linda and Bill and Jennifer and Glenda that were kind of our event committee, as well as Diane and myself. And I also want to thank the volunteers who helped set up the room yesterday and today. And that would be Steve, Diane, Bridget, Paul, Davis, Mac, Becky, Weston, Jessica, and Jesse. Did I forget anyone? And last but definitely not least, I want to thank Martha and Shelby. Without their generosity, we would not be enjoying this event today. And enjoying their fabulous brand new facility that they worked night and day over the last 4 months to get ready for us for tonight. So thank you guys. This is awesome. In a recent interview I gave, the first question they asked me was, tell us about your rescue, your horse rescue. And my instant response was, whenever I talk about the rescue, I talk about we. Because it takes a village, and I want to thank ours now. So all the members of Open's board and the wonderful volunteers, would you all please stand? Thank you, everybody. Many of you already know our story. I'm going to kind of go through a Reader's Digest version of it for those who don't. Diane and I began our journey into horse rescue in about 2006, out of our own backyards and as our household budgets and husbands would allow. Okay, we didn't really ask permission. Anyway, we would take in or buy usually 1 or 2 horses that we considered at risk. We would give them whatever that we felt they needed for their best chance of finding a new home, be it medical attention, hoof care, groceries, or training. When they were ready, we would find them a new home. If any money came back, it went back into our kitty or supplies to be used to help the next horse down the road. And that's just, we did that for quite a few years. And then in 2012, we were asked by Clallam County to help them with a very large neglect seizure that they were trying to get on top of. Through our network of horse friends and several associations like the Backcountry Horsemen, we were able to find emergency foster homes for 17 starving horses. And many of you are here tonight. It was through that experience that we decided that there was definitely a need for a real, full-blown, nonprofit horse rescue for Clallam County. And so we started the process of getting our nonprofit status. When we got it, we're like, yay, we did this thing. It took almost a year, and then we're like, now what? Crickets. Nobody was going to give us a facility, and we obviously couldn't afford to buy one, so we set about building one on about 3.5 acres here in Sequim. So each year, the first thing we did was we got power and water on the property. In 2014, we started fundraising. We put up perimeter fencing. 2015, we built our first covered paddocks, shelters, and runs, and then a covered work area. In 2016, we fundraised and built a hay barn, and in 2017, we fundraised and we built a small office building with room that we could set up some of our donated horse tack as an ongoing fundraiser to help us with the ongoing needs of the horses. Our next project, so that's kind of where we're at right now. We finished that, and then we've got this big event going on. Our next projects are to put up additional shelters with paddocks and be able to help more horses at one time. Right now, with our weather around here, we're kind of limited in the wintertime as to how many horses we can house. So we hope to put up more mud-free paddocks and shelters and be able to increase that number a little bit over the next year. We're also planning on putting up a paneled training arena that can be used to exercise and, of course, train the horses, but which can also be converted into an emergency temporary containment pens in the event horses are displaced by a natural disaster such as earthquakes or fires. We've been working with the county on trying to prepare ourselves to be able to at least help part of the county with that. So that's kind of where we're going in the future. Open is one of 100 horse rescues currently participating in a nationwide ASPCA sanctioned campaign called Help a Horse Day. This campaign is designed to bring awareness to hundreds of horses in rescues across the country and to help them find new homes. This is a 2-month-long promotion. It started April 26th and it runs through today. June 30th is the final day. We'll be judged on how many events we have, how many animals get adopted, how much money we're able to raise for our rescue mission. And we will be competing for a portion of $120,000 in grant money. We will be competing with 41 out of I think 115 rescues nationwide. So we've been put into 3 different categories. And so just to let you guys all know, you being here, you are participating with us as well. So again, thank you. Thanks again for all your support, and we just can't do what we do without our village. So thank you for being part of that.